All right, y'all want to move to the Thursday night football game. Let's look at what we can expect from fantasy standpoint with the Lions versus the Chiefs, and we're going to go through the running backs, the quarterbacks, the receivers, and the tight ends, and we're going to tell you who to sit and who to start. And we can start. I guess we can start with tight end because that's the hot topic, right? The tight end. Kelsey's injury. Nothing official came out. We recording this on Wednesday, the day before.
Well, he's officially listed as questionable as of like 2:00 today.
Okay.
He's officially listed on injury reports as questionable.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, sit or start, man. I mean, Kelsey he's an automatic starter, regardless, right? But this is
if he's playing.
If he's playing, and this is one of those things that this is probably be a game time decision. If you're quick with the draw and you can, you're tuned into the announcements and notifications, and you can make a move fast, I would say start him until something else comes up. But for those less fancy when it comes to the fantasy game, or you're newer to the fantasy game, it's a knee injury for a tight end where running is paramount.
And cutting, yeah,
and cutting. So across the middle where you can get lit up by a linebacker. So for me, I'm leaning towards sitting him just for week one. There's a couple other tight ends that you can get in place. You won't. It's better to.
I just want to know: are you sitting if
me personally? I'm sitting.
If Kelsey is playing, are you sitting him or starting him?
I'm still sitting him even if they say he's playing. Just because.
Okay.
Just because I feel like they're gonna tiptoe around him. Production is gonna be real limited, and he might not even see the normal volume of snaps that he would normally see on a regular basis. It's not worth a tight end one or even a flex position for me.
Jay.
Okay, go ahead, Jay.
You always start 8-7 if he's on your roster, even if it's a bye week. Period. But
sorry, man.
If you don't have 8-7 and you're looking for a tight end to start, go to your free agency and go pick up Noah Gray and start him.
Is he
if
a
Kelsey
backup?
doesn't play? He's a backup tight end. If I don't care who you have, if Kelsey doesn't play, you need to start Noah Gray. Trust me.
Yeah, because it's not likely if you reached out and got Kelsey, if you got Kelsey, you got him in the first round.
Absolutely.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Facts.
It's not like I've never seen someone draft two of those type tight ends. So you don't have another Kelsey caliber tight end on your roster.
What's crazy is in one of my leagues, the guy did that.
How?
Because he was number one. It snaked back around. He got Kelsey and Mark Andrews back to back.
Why? Do y'all have two tight ends on y'all lineup, or is just one?
One tight end, but two flex.
Oh, so he putting a tight end at the flex?
Yeah.
Flex. I mean, production.
But it was so sickening too, because like everybody went running back and receiver, and then it was like literally his second pick was Kelsey, and I think it was Kittle and Andrews. He went Kittle, Andrews, boom, boom, because he was number back to back, and he wrecked the tight end market in the league, and it's a 14-team league too.
Yeah. All right, so that's good advice though. Take the backup, but not Blake Bell. Blake Bell's not a receiving target though. He's a blocker.
They will throw the ball to Bell, but Noah Gray. I've watched this kid since he was at Duke. He has that. You don't miss much when he's in the line. The offense doesn't change.
Okay,
he would get the targets that Kelsey would have got. You don't miss much.
So he's a Walmart 8-7.
What's under Walmart?
Family Dollar.
Family Dollar. Dollar General.
Yeah, let's go with
Family
Dollar General 87.
Okay,
man, he's not even a Walmart 87. That's crazy.
Yeah, because Walmart got fruit. Family Dollar, you just getting fruit of the loom.
Yeah.
Right. Some fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-up.
But
and a fruity cashier. But you know, that's not here, not a there. They be in there. No, they be in there though. The Boo Boo Kitties, they be in there. They be in there for real.
oh, bro.
Happy all
He's not
died.
wrong, but
Yeah,
he's not right.
they
That
on,
is-
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
but
He's not right, but he's not wrong.
Anyway,
So-
on the
hold on. I want to hear from Zoe though.
Oh man, I don't know.
Sit or
Man.
start Kelsey.
If he's playing, you start him. That remains to be seen. I wouldn't play him just because this game 1 of the new season. But if it comes out and he is active for tomorrow night, then you play him because you know exactly what you are going to get, at least from 15. You know, he trusts Kelsey. He trusts him, and he's going to try to get the ball in his hands as much as possible, as much as Kelsey can be on the field. Now, to Chris's point, I don't know how much they'll be able to use him because at the end of the day, like Jay said, they got a couple guys behind him that, you know, can fill in admirably for whatever time that he does miss. But yeah, man, if he's active, you play him because, you know, once the adrenaline get to pumping, you'll worry about the repercussions of playing on the injury after the game. So,
And everybody keeps saying, well, it's just week 1, da. Hey, listen, you got 10 days off after this. You're playing on Thursday. Your next game is Sunday.
Man,
Get
so
your
take
rehab
the
in.
rest. Take the rest.
You wish he take the rest, old Lions fan.
I'm praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying. I'm praying.
Speaking of the Lions, do the Lions have a tight end worth starting? If who is this rookie?
And you
that
better not
expect?
say Jared Goff.
So we have 4 tight ends that made the roster. 2 tight ends that will see the bulk of the targets. Brock Wright, who's there last year, and then the rookie we drafted out of Iowa, tight end university, Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta is a good tight end. They just a younger version of TJ Hawkinson. But right now the ceiling is too low and the floor is lower. I'm not starting any Lions tight ends.
Smart man. I'm glad you said that. I'm glad
Smart
you said
man.
that.
I'm not starting. Even they're definitely not a tight end 1. They're and maybe if you run in 2 flexes, you might be able to get away with. But there's so many other running backs and receivers that you could probably plug in for week 1 that would do better numbers. And plus, Jared Goff is going to be trying to get Amon-Ra, Craig Reynolds, Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to be trying to get those guys involved more. So I see maybe like 3 or 4 point production tops from either one of those guys, and it's not enough to help you swing your game either way this week. So I'm sitting all Lions tight ends.
Good segue to the receivers though. Amon-Ra St. Brown for the Lions.
Start him.
Of course, he start him every game, right?
Every time that he's active, you let him play. He's just dynamic receiver. I mean, is he the true number 1 there now? I mean, like,
yes.
Yeah. Who else?
Yes.
I mean, Marvin
They
Jones.
got Marvin Jones again.
Yeah, the Marvin Jones, but even like everybody knows that Amon-Ra, he got the captain's patch. Amon-Ra is the number 1.
Oh, he's the guy then. He's the guy.
Even when Jameson comes back, Jameson is just gonna be the number 2. And Marvin will be
is a bad boy.
That's a bad boy.
Jameson's a bad boy.
That's a great number 2 to have, though.
Oh, absolutely. But of course, when Jameson comes back after week 6, he's still gonna need to get worked into but Amon-Ra has been in this system.
Yeah.
He is the wide receiver 1 for the Lions.
Yeah, he's the guy that between these 2 teams that, you know, that jumps out when it comes to fantasy instantly because of the way that he can get the different ways he can get the ball. You know, he can catch it. They run jet sweeps with him. Like I said, those multifaceted dudes, those dudes who can score from a bunch of different ways. They're different, man. Like he's the receiver. He is the receiver for this game that you absolutely have to start. In all leagues, no matter what receivers you have, no matter how many flex positions you have, put Amon-Ra as your wide receiver 1. He's going to produce.
Any other receivers from Detroit worth starting?
No, not until Jameson comes back. Marvin, first year back in and it's a new system than what he left it. Craig Reynolds, Amon-Ra is the only receiver from the Lions that is a no doubt starter this week.
Jay, what about them KC receivers?
Sit all them.
No, but see, this is the thing though.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with Kansas City receivers.
Okay.
Well, hold on, Jay. Before you go there, if we was talking about this before we found out what happened to Kelsey, I would say 100%. I'm not starting none of them. I would think about Sky Moore depending on how bad my roster look. If I'm starting Sky Moore, then I failed in my draft. Like if
you didn't have a
absolutely
draft.
If I got to rely on him to be my receiver 2 or 1,
you ain't have a good draft.
I didn't have a good draft, right? But now, being that Kelsey might not play, they got to throw the ball somewhere. So I don't know. I'll let you talk about it.
Real quick before you go, Jay. Another quick note: Kadarius Toney is also listed as questionable. So
he's playing.
He's gonna be
ain't no question about it. He's playing. And I was about to say, if you have a wide receiver 1 and 2 already, and you're looking for a guy to put in your flex, put Kadarius Toney in your flex. Trust me.
Oh, they actually took him off of questionable status. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just told you that.
He playing, huh?
Nah, you be saying everybody playing. You gonna say Andy Reid playing?
He's not gonna be playing with the Lions. It ain't gonna be no game.
So we all saying 100% start Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Everybody else.
And Jay is saying start Toney in your flex. I'm saying don't start nobody from Kansas City except Pat Mahomes and possibly Pacheco in your flex. But I'm not touching the receivers for Kansas City. I'm not. Like, I just can't trust it.
I'm scared.
I just can't trust it. It could be either one of them dudes. Well, each one of them dudes could catch a big.
That's the problem. That's the problem with Kansas City receiving corps. Until about week 7, when Rashee Rice, listen, if he's anywhere in your free agency, put him on your bench now. Run in your free agency. Get him now. Put him on your bench. He will be the number 1 receiver before the end of the year.
Wait,
what?
He will be the number 1 receiver before the end of the year.
Is that a hot take?
He got to grow into it, and Justin Ross might be a hell of a slot receiver. It's coming, but the problem with Kansas City receiver is Pat Mahomes will get the ball to anybody with a red jersey. So this week you might have 21 points in fantasy, and then everybody goes out to rush and start you, and next week you're not part of the game plan. So,
the only way you can't lose with a Kansas City receiver is if they put up Shedeur Sanders numbers when he had 4 different receivers over 100 yards.
and with with Pat Mahomes at quarterback, that may happen.
Possibly
500 yards. Has he ever thrown for 500?
Yes.
Who, Pat?
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm sure he has. Yeah. I can't think of when, but I'm sure
absolutely.
He
had his first year starting. That man had a 5,000 yard season.
Yeah, he had. That's crazy.
Yeah, Dan Marino.
5,000 yards, 51 touchdowns. Google it. Last year he had almost 5,000 yards. No, he had over 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns. So
he had 5,250 yards and 45 total touchdowns. And scored 417.4 fantasy points. That broke a single season record for quarterbacks, which was set at 417.1 by him in 2018.
15 different, man.
15 different, man.
I hate his Kermit the Frog ass, man. But he a cold brother.
Yeah. So let's go to quarterbacks. Let's
do it.
They both starting. You start both of them. Jared Goff, and this is Vegas is projecting this to be a shootout. What was it? 54.5 was the over under. 54.5. Yeah.
No, 46 and a half.
No,
46. That's what it is now.
It went down.
It was 64.
Oh, 52.5. 52.5.
Oh, I thought it was 54. It's 52 now.
Yeah, 52.5 is the over under. That's a shootout.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm starting both of these quarterbacks. Jay, what do you think?
I wouldn't be mad at starting Jared Goff.
So you're not even going to address 15?
No, you start 15 even when it ain't fantasy season.
So what if 15 hyperextended his knee?
Start him. He won the Super Bowl on a high ankle sprain.
Yeah, he did. He wasn't supposed to play. I was like, oh man, Pat Mahomes can't go with that high ankle sprain.
he did lose a Super Bowl on a turf toe.
Look,
now he lost the Super Bowl with no offensive line. That's how he lost the Super Bowl.
He almost died that game.
Look, when Mahomes hurt that ankle, and the NFL was like, man, he got another game to play, like, because he hurt it before the conference finals, right?
Yeah,
he played 2 games on that ankle, right?
Yeah, he did.
So that was like, oh man, if Mahomes don't play, we ain't gonna be able to sell this game. So they probably went down and was like, look, authorize all the steroids possible, all the HGH, whatever.
He was high as hell.
Yeah. Roger Goodell was like, look, authorize it. Yes, take it because we need you on the field for our business. But because that was miraculous how he went out there.
Grit. That was intestinal fortitude. Grit.
No, that man got high.
Man, don't put no slant. Don't put no slant on the third Cummins name.
That man was out there looking like Aaron Rodgers when he got that shot. Eyes glazed over.
Yeah. Looking like Romelo's pop from Sugar Hill.
That boy was cooked off his ass.
So y'all don't have no. I mean, obviously you still go start Mahomes regardless. If you got Mahomes on your roster, he's starting, right? But do you think that's going to affect him not having 8-7? Do you think his numbers are going to look different, or he just find somebody else to go to?
Absolutely, he'll find somebody else to go to.
Ask Tyreek Hill what happens.
You might you might see an uptick in some rushing yards and whatever, but Patrick Mahomes is gonna find a way. And I hate it about the guy, but the guy is just that damn good. He's gonna find a way.
He's good.
Whatever his average is in fantasy points per week, he'll hit it.
All right, so let me ask you this. I got Jared Goff on my roster, but I also have another quarterback on my roster who happens to be playing. Who's playing Pittsburgh? This
San Francisco. Start Jared Goff.
Purdy. So if I got Purdy and Goff, which one of them do I start?
Jared Goff.
I'm starting
Purdy.
I'm gonna say really?
Why though?
Brock Purdy.
Nah, you want to trust the elbow Tommy John surgery in the first week back?
Yeah, that's why
go for a healthy quarterback
who spent the whole time in training camp.
I'm gonna sound like a homer right now. Those corners, those young corners, who we had the youngest secondary in the league last year. Mm-hmm. Those boys are a year older and been playing. Then they some dogs. They're gonna turn Jared Goff over. And I'm 3 interception game.
Dang.
Hell no.
3 interception game for Jared. Then they lose. Yeah. If he throws 3 picks, then they're gonna lose.
Jared
I don't think
he's
going
to lose anyway.
Jared Goff is not gonna go. Listen, man. Jay, you said, you put the disclaimer out there, and that's exactly what it is. You're a homer. Take the bias out of it. Jared Goff and Brock Purdy, start Jared Goff. He's the healthy quarterback. He's not coming off of any offseason surgeries, injuries, issues. And he's been in that system. Brock Purdy was only in that system for 6 games, right? Jared Goff has been in the system for 2 years. And I'm not trusting the Tommy John surgery on my throwing elbow over 100% healthy quarterback. He's going to have some wonky passes starting out. He's going to throw some ducks. He's going to overthrow some things to overcompensate.
Hey, for clarity, what place did you finish in the league last year?
I didn't have Jared Goff. That's why.
No, just for clarity. Where did you finish?
What that matter? It don't matter.
Are you asking me? Are you asking me? Because I finished first the last 3 years.
Nobody's asking you, Mel.
Okay, my bad.
Nobody's asking you.
I just thought the people wanted to know they was watching.
They don't.
3 years in a row first.
You knew he was gonna find a way to put that in there.
Thank you for opening that door for him, Jay. Appreciate
I
you.
don't
How about
look. You
that?
got you got a
That was me. I
3-peat.
did that too. That was me.
You got a
God blame
3-peat
me.
to get on that wall behind me.
Now look what
And
you done
I-
did, man. Here we
and
go.
I'm on that wall back there. Me, Jordan, and Kobe. We all are. We over there.
Now he gonna open the
Well, I'm
next
trying to figure
show
out
up.
how the hell Larry Johnson on there
Grandmama.
because he ain't 3-peated nothing.
You got
now-
3-peat to get on
now
the shelf.
Now Mel gonna
Oh, I
open up
got
the
you.
show.
Okay.
Mel gonna
Yeah.
open up the next week's show with that little picture he sent the group chat. Him with them goats, disrespect with them ashy hands.
Hey, look, here's a fun fact. Since Jay like fun facts, from 2018 to 2021, Mahomes has completed 250 big plays. That's passes over 20 plus yards.
That's right.
He's a beast.
He's him.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, he's
denying
him.
that. He's him.
That's news to y'all. Listen, man. Listen, I don't believe in putting other men on my wall. In my whole house, there's only me and 1-5 on the wall. My dad, my son, nobody else is on the wall. I don't believe it.
You sound crazy.
He said nobody else. Pop
This
say
man,
nobody
Look,
this man has a quarterback over his own flesh and blood. Have you ever met Patrick Mahomes like in person? Like you were you able to like?
There used to be a picture of Yeshua up there, and
took him
I
down
put
when you
him
found
down
out
for
he was
1-5
black.
up. Nah, I took him down when 1-5 got me a second Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, Heavenly Father.
Oh yeah. I'm not co-signing that. Look. So this is what we're gonna do.
Them just jokes. Them jokes.
I'm sorry, Jay. I can't agree with you that I would start Purdy over Jared Goff, not this game, because I don't see like I don't see Kansas City saying, look, we gonna be stingy, you ain't getting no yards. He at least go get a bunch of yards. Is he gonna turn him into a touchdown? Yeah, he gonna get yards. He's gonna score some fantasy points. Brock Purdy playing against Pittsburgh, that defense gonna be coming after him. And
bubble screens,
he's gonna have to-
screens are still passes.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But
CMC,
handoff or not.
Kittle, CMC, Kittle, Debo, all of them are 6 yards or under 6 yards from the line of scrimmage, and they'll turn them into scores. That's what the 49ers do. But I'm also picking Pittsburgh to win that game, by the way.
Yeah. The defense for me, the defense is too scared for me to trust Brock Purdy over Jared Goff and what people are thinking they're gonna be a shootout, man. So I'm taking. I would start Jared Goff if I had Brock Purdy, but if I got somebody like Joe Burrow, then I'm starting Joe Burrow over Jared Goff.
Absolutely.
I might even start Jared Goff because I got Burrow and Aaron Rodgers. But let's say I had Jared Goff and Aaron Rodgers. I probably would start Jared Goff over Aaron Rodgers this week because Aaron Rodgers playing against Buffalo, and I don't.
Yeah, no, I definitely would start, and that's the thing. I would start Jared Goff over Aaron Rodgers as well. I'm not saying Jared Goff ain't gonna put up points, but if you have options, explore them. But if you got Jared Goff or Tua, yeah, put Goff in.
Yeah. All right, running backs real quick, and then we go pick our awards and we out of here. But running backs real quick. Who you starting, Jay? Who you sitting?
If I got Gibbs, start Gibbs, and put Jerick McKinnon at your flex. If you don't have Tony, put Jerick McKinnon at your flex. He's going to score a touchdown. It's going to be a receiving touchdown, though.
Over Pacheco.
Pacheco at a running back too. If you're on your roster, if you got him on your roster, you don't have good running backs. So you kind of got to start him.
Yeah, you can.
No disrespect to Pop, man. I like him, love him. But Kansas City, I don't think like it'll be a shootout. But he'll get a lot of touches to kind of keep the defense honest. He'll get a lot of touches, but he's not going to get in the end zone. But McKinnon will.
You agree, Zo?
Nah, I can't. I am terrified of any skill position besides tight end when it comes to Kansas City. I do agree with starting Gibbs though. If you got Gibbs, Travis Kelce is so good. He makes, even if you got talented players at those other positions, he's been so good with Mahomes that it makes me just be terrified of any of those other guys. We saw the rise and fall, I guess, of Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's scary for me for any of those guys. I like Pacheco. I like Jerick McKinnon. He's a Georgia Southern guy too. So I just can't play those guys. I can't. I'm nervous to play them just because of the fact that once Pat finds a somebody who he's linked with, and that could be one of those guys, but not at the running back position, like one of these wide receivers get hot, Pat knows how to feed them. But he'll spread the ball, but I think that he'll spread the ball so much that any of those other guys not named Kelce, their production gonna be limited.
I'm with you. So I ain't starting none of the running backs for Kansas City. However, I'm only doing that just to see how Kansas City go use them this year.
It's true,
and I'm not saying that it's trash to have them on your roster. I'm just saying this week, this is a fill it out week. I'm going to go on what I know that's for sure, and I fill this one out. I see either one of them running backs if I got them. Now for Detroit,
let me give you a quick stat on Jerick McKinnon. Let me give you his stats from last year. He played all 17 games. Rushing, he had 72 attempts, 291 yards, and 1 touchdown. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Receiving, he had 56 receptions, 71 targets, 512 yards, and 9 touchdowns.
9 touchdowns is crazy from a running back. That's just smooth.
That sounds like all red.
So he had 10 total touchdowns, and he finished top 25 in fantasy running backs last year.
Yeah, but guess what? You couldn't predict none of those games where he had touchdowns or big games. You couldn't predict it. So if I'm saying I need 12 points for my flex.
If he got 10 touchdowns, that means he got a touch. If he got 1 touchdown a week for 10 weeks, it was 10 out of 17. That's better than half the running backs in the league.
But that's 7 games where he probably gave me nothing, Jay.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the playoffs.
If Kelce's compromised, which something's going on with the knee. If he's compromised, I'm telling you, Jet will score a touchdown tomorrow. You can book it.
Book him?
Hey,
okay.
man. In the words of Mike Tyson, man, you go get Gary killed. Stop giving that type of advice, man.
I actually got him. I'm about to start him just because I told y'all to start him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Do that. Y'all jump on that grenade if y'all want to. Yeah, I'm not starting none of them. All right. So look, last thing. I know we all saying start Gibbs, but if I don't have Gibbs and I got David Montgomery, is he worth, like, can I get away with starting him, or are you saying sit?
I got a forward field full of seats that he needs to take.
That sounds like several seats.
You told that man to have several seats just now.
In his own stadium.
He's not going to be the guy, man. He's just not going to be the guy.
If you don't have Jahmyr Gibbs, which means you don't have a pretty good running back at all, and if you can only get David Montgomery,
no, I'm just saying I got him on. He's on my squad. Let's say I got 2 running backs, but I'm trying to. I got 3 running backs. David Montgomery is one of them. I'm trying to figure out if I need to start him or start the other 2 I got, or can I put him in my flex? Is it worth it? Do I think I'm going to get 12 plus points from Montgomery out in the flex?
12 is asking for a lot, but he will be a goal line puncher.
Yeah, they're not going to run Gibbs between the tackles a whole bunch because they want to preserve the young boy. But so when you close on that 2-yard line, Montgomery might be there. But trust me, this is
12
Gibbs.
points. Yeah, 12 points is asking for a lot out of Montgomery. But if he was to see the end zone one time and 45, 50 yards, what's that, like 8-9 points ish in the flex position, It's not bad,
Mhm.
but starting your RB1 or RB2, nah, not even close.
Okay, so look, you got your RB1 sold. Your RB1, whoever it is, let's say you have Saquon Barkley at RB1, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
So your second RB, you got two guys left on your roster. You got Montgomery and you got Pacheco. Who you putting in?
Montgomery.
Yeah, I'm going Montgomery. Oh,
That's
yeah,
tough.
I'm going Montgomery because I don't know what they're doing in Kansas City with their running backs. I don't. I gotta watch this game. I gotta see how they go use them.
It kind of looked like Philly, when you got a bunch
Running
of
back
guys,
by committee.
yeah, to where everybody's going to do something different. I just got to see how what the playing splits look like, because I mean I would think Pacheco would get the heavy share of the carries, but Jared McKinnon,
he's definitely running back one.
Yeah,
he's definitely running back one.
He's RB1.
But where is RB1 on Patrick Mahomes' list of progressions?
He don't check
real
down
high.
that much. Mahomes don't check down that much. Mahomes going downfield. He'll hold the ball for 15 seconds before he check down.
And then he'll run
He's going
himself.
downfield, yeah. I have yet to see a person with a Ferrari drive slow on the highway. you and when you got an arm like Mahomes, you want to use it every game and every play.
It's not to say that y'all don't got good running backs, Jay. It's just that
they do.
Kansas City is not a running back
Think about it.
offense.
Damian Williams was the running back for the first Super Bowl, right? Was Damian Williams there, or who was there? And then the emergence. And then the emergence. Who it was, but it was more than just him. Who all was it?
It was Damian Williams and Darrell Williams.
That's right. And those guys had pretty good years, but when 15 is at the helm, like it don't really matter. I can go back there, It's a go. I can go back there.
You're not putting 8 in the box. We know that.
You put 8 in the box if you want to. He's gonna kill you.
And we saw the year that Clyde had. We was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, Kansas City finally got a stable running back, and then boom. Now you got 4 other running backs. So it's just like I can't trust starting a Kansas City running back. If it's RB and Kansas City next to the name, I gotta stay away from it.
Scary.
Yeah.
But that's not the only team though. It's Kansas City, Philly, and
I disagree with everybody about Philly though. Everybody keeps saying that it's a running back by committee and it's a crowded backfield and gang work go get all this and Penny go get that. It's Swift. Swift is the guy.
Swift gonna get hurt.
Swift is not your trust me. Listen,
not an every down back.
Swift is not the every down back. Case in point is the reason why we had to switch his play style with us. Last year we turned him into that scat back, and that's because that's what worked for him, because trying to run him through the tackles is what got him sent to the infirmary.
Like, who got the best O-line in the league?
The best O-line in the league?
It's probably Philly.
They in the top 3.
Yeah. This is the O-line when I need 3 yards. I can just do a rugby mush and it's coming, and we still go push that pile. And Jalen Hurts.
Now all that's true, but the part that you forget is when you need 3 yards and we're just gonna push the pile, they're gonna do all that. And the person who's gonna have the ball in their hand is number 1.
Yes, Jalen Hurts.
It's not going. Listen,
that's 3 yards though. That's 3 yards though.
Yeah,
but he's doing it on the goal line too.
Is with Jalen Hurts. Is with Jalen Hurts.
No, that's fair.
DeAndre Swift is a flex at best. Like I wouldn't. He's not an RB1 or 2.
No, he's not a 1 or 2. Yeah, he's a flex at best, and that's why I got him in my flex.
You might be all right because
I know I'm all right. I'm all right because I drafted it. I'm good.
He'll catch a lot of. He'll catch some wheel routes, some little running back screens, some Texas routes. That's about it.
Oh,
he'll running between the tackles. They'll let the other guys do that. Penny, Gainwell.
Think about what Miles Sanders did in that offense last year.
Miles Sanders is a lot stronger and more durable than DeAndre Swift, though.
No, he's not.
I think they're the same player.
Yeah.
No,
except Swift's more talented. Miles Sanders is just Miles Sanders is kind of like
I like you about to disrespect him. Go ahead.
Nah, Miles Sanders reminds me of
something like disrespect for coming. But
who's the fullback that used to block for LaDainian Tomlinson?
You asking us to know about a fullback? I don't even know.
Miles Sanders.
Turner
Yeah,
the burner.
Oh well,
Yeah.
he went to Atlanta at 8 though.
Yeah, now, Turner wasn't